You're listening to the October 29, 2023 reading of Blossom Goodchild's Channeling with the Federation of Light.
Once again, hello. Over to you. Off you go. I put total trust in that whatever you say will greatly lift the vibration of all who come across your words. Go for gold.
Good morning, Blossom. Good morning to each one. Is it a good morning? Is it a good evening? Is it a good time for you? Is it a good space that you are residing within? Do you allow thoughts that bring you down to do so? Do you watch and listen to information that lowers your energy and makes you at odds with the vibration you were in before you did so? Do you? Do you, dearest ones? You may say it is necessary to learn of such things, that one should know what is taking place in the world, that one should be aware.
Well, I feel we should to a certain degree in order for us to send love to that situation.
Blossom, do you know there is a war taking place in Israel?
Yes.
Do you know the truth of all that is taking place within this particular situation?
Absolutely not.
Do you think if you watched more about it, you would be wiser to the truth?
Absolutely not.
This is exactly what we are saying. All you are doing is lowering your vibration. Many of you are aware of many things that are taking place on your planet that do not serve the planet or yourselves in any way, shape, or form. Yet you feel perhaps you may be drawn to watch a video on child trafficking and abuse of disturbing degrees. For what? To become aware of how disturbing it is? You knew it would be disturbing to your vibration, to your soul, before you pressed the play button. Yet something in you said, I will just have a quick look. The minute you press that button, you set in motion a downward spiral of your thoughts and indeed your level of frequency. By just knowing of all atrocities and lies to take one away from the truth is enough. One does not need to indulge in such lower vibrational information because it does not help the planet or yourselves.
I get what you're saying, and yet is it not that those putting out those videos are doing so in order to inform people of how it is?
Yes, yet when one watches and absorbs, it leads only to more confusion and upset regarding the state of affairs. It brings despair. One wonders what else one can possibly take. Know this when we say, dearest ones, those who have lost this battle, those who have worked so hard to dim the light of your souls, will continue to send your focus to something new. The minute, the moment of the latest distraction begins to die down. The wars will continue. The so-called contagious illness still continues. Yet they need to keep you in the lowest vibration as possible. So very soon, something new will be presented to you. Something to bring the soul to its knees will be splattered all over your fake news once again. Each time, adding more fake disturbance and destruction to keep you down.
Yet there are innocent souls who lose their lives because of this.
Yes, Blossom, this has been how it is for eons of time. We understand it is hard for many to accept, yet each innocent soul whose life is taken will have agreed on another level to be part of that scenario, both those who kill and those who are killed.
The same for each child that's taken and so badly abused. They agree to it?
Yes.
What soul would volunteer to do that?
One who has lived many lifetimes and agreed to do so in order to make the world aware of what is taking place and finally have the consciousness of the whole put an end to it.
I get it, yet it's hard to fathom.
Their sacrifice, not just the children, yet those whose lives are taken are, as the saying goes, rewarded in heaven. Those souls experience peace and joy on a greater level once returning home and given space for their energy to recover.
A nice thought.
A truth, Blossom.
Yet when will it all stop? This is a bit tricky to explain. For here I am, channeling you, doing my best to get the message of love and all the wisdom that you bring to as many as possible. I have a really good life, and at this time seem to be experiencing really high vibes. To think of children suffering in the way they do, or a mother losing her entire family courtesy of a bomb, does not come anywhere near the vibe that I happily live in. It feels like two different worlds and could make one completely out of sorts if we were to question the unfairness of it all. I mean, how come I got it so good and they got it so bad?
We know that by saying the word choice, 1,000 questions will arise.
Indeed. One being, who would choose the short straw?
As you can only imagine, there are many reasons to choose those choices, depending on the soul's journey. It is very difficult to put it into perspective, is it not? Life is eternal. Life is an experiment. As much as souls find that offensive, it is.
They find the fact that they are an experiment an insult to the soul.
Yet, why? Each one of you agreed to take part in this experiment, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
A big question arises for me here, in that how can a divine plan be an experiment?
Because the experiment is part of the divine plan. Blossom, if we may, think for a moment, for instance, about the human body and how it works and performs. Think then of the wonders of nature. Think of the wonders throughout your planet that you know of. Then think outside of your planet and all its possibilities and workings. Think of everything in this vast universal soup and how it all flows. How intricately each segment provides for the other. How everything through energy is connected. What mastermind is behind this? A creation such as this can only be of divinity. Therefore, the outcome of this experiment will be, can only be, for the highest good of all.
Yet you have said in the past that we are an experiment that has gone horribly wrong. How is that divine?
The divinity lies in freedom of choice, Blossom. Yes, we concur. The experiment took a turn for the worse. Many moons ago. Through choice. It is not the divine consciousness, God, whichever term you prefer, that decided it would all go horribly wrong. It was you, each one, that, through experimenting with the self and its possibilities, that it found paths to greed and hate and jealousy and such like. It was not for the divine to interfere, as freedom of choice was given to you as an experiment to see what you would do with it, and whether you like to hear this or not. The way your world is today is what you chose.
Hard to hear and accept, yet on another level, I get it.
Then, having reached a point where a majority knew it had gone too far, plans were put into place through the collective consciousness to put an end to it. One knows through experiment that which serves and that which doesn't, that which is of light and that which is not.
That which is divine and that which is not what you were going to say, is it?
Correct, Blossom. For everything is from the divine.
I can only try and accept that by the knowing of you saying that there is only love. It vibrates on many levels, and that which we know to be of such darkness is still love, and yet on a very, very, very low vibration. So are you saying that everything is divine?
We are saying that everything is from the divine. We say that which is of the light and that which is not. Yet it is of light. Yet the light is so dim it chooses to believe it is not, and expresses itself as such.
Well, this has been quite a heavy session, when our intention is always to uplift and bring joy.
Therefore, we conclude. All that we bring through to you as reminders of who you are, we do so in order to get your planet back on track. What a mess it appears to be. Yet each one of you who has chosen to be here at this time, stay firm in your light. Each one of you who has chosen to reside in a high vibrational place, both with self and in location, are exactly where you are meant to be, and are doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. By being love, by living in, as, through, of love, you are changing the world. You are ridding your planet of the intensely low vibrations, because the more you choose to live in your higher vibration, then the lower ones are removed from the radar, so to speak. The light has won. The light has won. The light has won. It won before the experiment began.
It won before the experiment began. Confuse us more, why don't you? There's a lot to get our heads around in this session. As always, it runs off from the original plan into many tangents. We are just experimenting after all.
With every breath, you are now experimenting with ways to change the world into its original divine residence. A world of beauty, overflowing in, with, of love. Highest vibrational love. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am.
Okie dokie. Whew, that's fair worn me out. As always, my friends, in gratitude, in loving service, I am. Please go to the description box below to find the links for these stunning affirmation inspirational cards, this deck of cards from the Federation of Light. They're just beautiful to have in your home, and choose one each day to ponder on. And also, please go to the link for the Tribe of Light t-shirts, where you can find an array, a plethora of all sorts of wonderful things that have been said by the Federation of Light. We are warriors together. Let's show the world. Let's shine our light on these t-shirts and sweatshirts to let people know the light has won. Thank you very much.